Hi, welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Individual program, Target Individual Experience. Again, I'm going to explain to you guys how they manipulate people's mind, particularly my mother. My mother is 94 years old, 95, right? And she had called me, what was it, last week, sometime last week. Okay, this is a whole week ago now. But my sister, right, it was her birthday. Of course, I never remember my sister's birthday. I never do. Okay, um, because it's not something that I think about even when I was younger. Okay, and I just have if other people remember, they remember. It's just sometimes you don't remember people's birthday, and that's totally okay. So this was last week now. When I'm going to get my daughter, as I'm doing my videos, my mother calls me. So I said, okay, I know what it is. It's the whole phone call thing where they're activating her mind, they're manipulating her mind, right? In her present apartment, using their sirens. So I got into the apartment and I decided, okay, let me call her back. I call her back and she's like, so what did you get your sister for her birthday? I'm like, why are you so concerned about it? I said, what did her children get her for her birthday? I said, did her children get her anything for her birthday? She was like, I said, okay, good. Why are you calling me? Oh, because you live there, whatever. And I'm like, please, like I said, they will always try to find ways to engage in this sort of false narrative, this fake narrative. And you want to know why they manipulated her mind to call me? Because me and Alyssa, like I said, every single year, the kids and I, we give away a computer. One for Ethan, one Ethan Troyes or whoever it is he wants to give one to Alyssa. So with Alyssa, we attempted to give one of the computers away a few months ago, right? And I guess the child mother didn't want him to have it, so okay, fine. So finally, we about 2 months later now, find somebody else, right? And it's very particular because today is the day we're supposed to be giving away the computer. My mother calls me. She didn't call me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, today Friday. Why is that? Why? Because again, it's their false narrative. It's their lies. I talk about how they have been engaging in, again, preventing my videos from uploading to show their crimes, their criminality. See, when they got a gun on the badge, they can engage in all sort of criminal acts, and it's okay. That is the psychopathic mindset. That is the dark tribe mindset. And like I said, that is the racist mindset. And the fact that, again, today, using older European females because they are more inclined to be manipulated and exploited because of their religious belief system. So they know this. They know this. So again, that shit does not work with me. So I told my brother, I said, listen, I said, why don't you go ask her who bought the microwave after they done break down the other microwave. When they damage and break down the chairs, who buys the chairs back? Okay? All right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have never bought any chair in that house that they have not destroyed and I have to replace it. And the last time I said, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm no longer doing it. They will break shit and then say, oh, I didn't break it. Again, why? No accountability. Right? No accountability. All right? Because again, that is who they are. That is who. Because if I break something of yours, whether it be accident or what have you, I'm going to replace it. Right? But not these people. They will break up your shit. They will damage your shit and give it back to you. Damage. Without ever second thinking or second guessing to say, you know what? Let me replace it. When I talk about the churches and how women in the churches, they have been conditioned, how they don't teach their children certain things, as I said, we have to hold the churches accountable. Because the majority of our women belong in the churches. That's not belong in the churches, but they go to the churches, right? They are the believers of this Christian religious bullshit than anybody else. But when you look at the home, the children that they raise, including myself, okay? And then they'll say, well, my mother raised me this and that. Again, we always like to use our anecdotal experience as if it's the norm. It is not the norm. It is not the norm. You understand? It is not the norm, right? Just like it's not the norm that you have good police officers. It's an anomaly. And then when the good police officers end up whistleblowing on the corruption and the crime of the police department, what do? They destroy the lives of the good police officers who spoke out and exposed their crimes. Right? So the good police officers are an anomaly within law enforcement in America. Right? What's normal in law enforcement in America is that the vast majority of them are criminals. And that is the truth. Right? So, but I say that just to say it's the same thing within the churches. The churches are teaching women the wrong things. And these women are passing on those wrong things to their children. This is why you see within Christian families in particular, you have rivalry, because they will talk about Jesus come to bring love, but then, they will use the, Jesus came, he said, I come to turn mother against daughter and father against daughter, son, and whatever. Because if they don't believe in Jesus Christ, then you need to hate them and you need to turn against them. All right? Again, it's always a defense mechanism in their mind that is bent on destruction and separation. You need to understand how this book is being used to manipulate us. And too many of us are too far gone to even come back to reality, or come back to some sense of understanding or logic, or decency, or love, or kindness, or goodness. Right? We are too far gone for that. We do things for other people because we want it done to us. Particularly when we want something from someone, we say, okay, we'll do this for you. But it's not based on the goodness of their heart or the goodness in their mind. It is based off of the fact that they want something in return. You understand? So, but like I said, it's funny because I got to laugh at this shit. You know what I'm saying? They will ignore. It's like women, right? Women, you can, like, your wife or your girlfriend, you could buy her gifts all throughout the year. But if you don't buy a gift on Valentine's Day, she's pissed off. Right? She don't think about the gift that you bought her a week ago before Valentine's Day. Because they are conditioned for certain things in their mind. And they will ignore everything else. Right? So you could do 99% of the things correct, but that one thing that you do when that one particular day in which they see everybody is celebrating except for you, they're willing to leave your relationship, leave their marriage because of that. That's the stupidity I'm talking about. That is the dumbness. That is the conditioning of their minds. All right? Talk to you guys in the next video. But good try though. Good try though. Like I said, I am the right one. I'm the right one to expose your lies, because my purpose is greater than yours. Okay? My ancestors within me. Not the greater is he that is in me. No. Because if you're a woman and you say the greater is he that is in me, then that means what? That you're trying to be a man. Okay? That means you're trying to be a man. It is the ancestors that are within you that they fear. That's why they study genealogy. They study genetics. They created the Big Bang Theory. When I say they, I mean those in the religious institution that's been teaching you religion, but they're studying the science. They're looking for your ancestors, the ones who build the pyramids, because they cannot do it. But they know that those ancestors reside within us as black people. Understand this. Okay? Talk to you guys next video.